Have you ever met anyone like that? No matter what you say, he opened his mouth with a rebuttal. But I can't say anything else. It ended up going around in a big circle. In the end it still means the same thing as you. It's like his mouth was born to be against you. Get along with this kind of person. It's really tiring. When you tell him I've been bored lately, he immediately retorted, what's bothering you? What is your little thing? I'm more annoying than you. You said I was about to collapse. So he immediately rushed to say you call it a collapse. I'm the one who's really about to collapse. Sometimes when you say it's a nice day today, he would immediately retort, okay what? It's hot, okay. Even if you casually say that I don't like coffee, it's too bitter. He didn't forget to add a sentence. That's because you haven't had good coffee. What's even more speechless is, they always greet people they don't know with a smile, but once you get familiar with it, it becomes a knife mouth. Speak with thorns. It seems that I have to prove that only I am right. The most irritating thing is, they pretend to be polite, but behind the scenes it's a whole different story. People don't understand. What were they thinking? Chat with them. Like a never-ending debate. Gradually you start to fall into self-doubt. Am I being too sensitive? Did I say something wrong? But the real problem is not with you at all. In fact, in psychology, this type of person is often referred to as a reflex personality, although he is not officially a mental illness. However, many studies have pointed out that it's essentially a special kind of communication. It can also be said to be a psychological defense mechanism. They're not really listening to what you have to say. It's staring at every word you say the whole time, afraid of missing any opportunity to catch your loophole. Once you find your fault, you will secretly be proud in your heart. See, I'm just smarter than you. The most typical manifestation of this person. It's what psychology calls defensive listening. In their opinion, to deny others is to protect yourself from harm. They are afraid of being questioned. So the knee-jerk first reaction, just to refute you first. And it got worse. They often live in a black and white world. In their opinion, a thing is either right or wrong. There is never a gray area. So as long as you disagree, for them, it's not just a difference of opinion, but you are denying me. That's why they prefer to go all the way to the end. I will never admit that what you say is reasonable. In addition to that, there is another very typical feature. They have a very strong mirror self. As long as others agree with them, they think they are right. But once someone objects, and they immediately wondered if I wasn't good enough, so they fought desperately. In fact, it was just to prove to myself that I didn't lose. Many people with rebuttal personalities, they can't get rid of their own family of origin. When they were young, they live in high-pressure, high-authority homes. Parents are always right. Children can only obey. Over time, and they say, when I grow up, want to be the one who has the final say. So wait until you grow up. Emotions that have been suppressed since childhood, it will all be vented on those close to you. As psychologists say, where is the fear? Where is the defense? Their greatest fear is being denied. So always strike first. Deny each other before others. And that's why, when you encounter a reflex personality, you don't have to put yourself, get involved in that never-ending internal conflict. So how do we do that? Can we better protect ourselves? The first is that when they start to refute, don't fight back. Might as well remind yourself first. This isn't about me. He was just trying to protect himself. Many times, the easiest way is to take it with you. For example, perfunctory 3 even works very well. Yes, 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 you're right, okay, okay. Okay, okay, because the more you explain, the more they want to keep fighting. Some people, it's really not worth your effort to win or lose. Second, try to end the conversation in time. If you find that the other person's emotions are getting more and more emotional, don't hold on anymore. You can say it gently. Let's stop here. And this is not weakness. He's giving himself a way out. It also prevents a dispute from escalating into greater harm. Don't fall into the trap of self-proof. Arguing with such people, it never ends. You may think that a few more explanations will make it clear. Often the result is that the more explained. Instead, let yourself sink deeper. Remember that relationships are not a battlefield. You don't have to win arguments to prove their worth. Those who always like to refute, in fact, in its own way, fight the fear inside. But that's not your responsibility. You don't have to bear too much for this. May you learn to protect yourself well. Stay away from the consumption that makes you tired. And always remember, you deserve to be treated gently. It's worth having an easy relationship.